Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is 4:13 in the AM and it's Friday and it's May 23rd. I want to talk about a phrase that we use a lot. That phrase is read the room. Read the room. And basically, it's a prompt to people who lack, I want to say tact, that's another word we use, or social graces. I struggle with this. Not in that I don't read the room, in that I believe in calling stuff out. And there's a whole group of people who are upset about the political maneuverings of, this current coup that we're experiencing. And I say coup because there's no governance happening. Everybody's self-serving, self-seeking, and attempting to curry favor under someone who will step over your dead body, without a second thought. This government and its leadership are the type of folks who will use other people as human shields. Put it out there like that. I'm calling it out. But what I'm really kind of addressing is the fact that there's a faction of people who remain silent, or the statement "and the band played on," going on their merry way like it's not going to impact them. If your fellow man is suffering, what makes you think that it's not going to eventually envelop you? Everybody's being folded in gently until we get to that 1%. And for the folks who refuse to read Project 2025, for the folks who refuse to hear, or for the folks who voted your true intentions because you thought it was going to happen to somebody else, how's it feeling now? Had a whole state that the majority of the state elected this man. And I believe next month, the state will most likely be bankrupt, and the people who had some semblance of wealth will be tapping out. Come next month, if this man has his way, the folks that you thought you were squashing, with this this moniker that was put out there some years back, that's going to hit you. And the moniker was welfare queen. There are millions of people in this country living paycheck to paycheck. And in doing so, need a hand up with groceries and the cost of groceries. What do you need benefits for if you got somebody that you believe is going to feed you? Now, you just heard me say a state is getting ready to go bankrupt, and that state is known for farming. We have tariffs on everything. Some things we don't grow here. And the people who grow them, we thought less of. We thought they were less than. And the people who harvest them, we thought less of and we thought less than. Therefore, increasing the cost of the foods we like now that we have to bring them in. You didn't think about that. You were rah-rahing the racist. Read the room. When people told you, you didn't think these people were intelligent. You know, and you hear phrases like low intelligence or lack class, lazy, from the racist. So you believed it. But these were the very same people that you thought less of. They gave you the warning. You know, if somebody has burned themselves on a hot stove and they told you the tales of the burning, and you go and touch that hot stove, who is of low intelligence? Okay, there's already somebody that's experienced the pain and the burn. They're telling you, hey, don't touch this thing, but you have to go touch it. Read the room. Read the room. You know, I shared that I recently just cut an individual off at the knees because they did something that upset me. And I had told them about it a while before. And then rather than accept the fact that you upset me, and I'm not talking about boo-hoo upset, I'm talking about do it again and we're going to, you know, have a dust up kind of upset. You know, and then explaining, you know, I'm done. I've given you enough information. I'm done. That you heard me say, I'm not your Negropedia. You know, I don't have to teach you anything. I thought you were trying to read the room. So I provided you with some insight into the room. But then, when you ran afoul, you retreated back to what you know. Now, the apology went something like this. Oh, I might as well get this over with. What do you have to endure? There's no I'm sorry. There's no, hey, please forgive me. It was, I might as well get this over with. And obviously I've done something to upset you, but you never asked what. Then it was, maybe you need to look at you. Oh, baby, I'm looking at me. I look at me every day. And what I really have to look at is how I can remain calm, cool, and collected when an individual retreats to privilege and entitlement, like they don't owe an apology, like they don't owe, I want to say, reciprocity, like in reading the room and saying, hey, you know, how do we mend this? You're projecting, telling me to look at me. Your apology started off with something that was like you had to endure it. It was hard for you. So don't apologize. Stay where you are. Keep that same energy. I'm going to need you to keep that. Because I don't want it. Don't need it. Bottom line. And if you don't understand it, tough noogies. You hold on to that privilege and that entitlement and go through life like that. You know, I stand firm and fast on that. Don't wish you any bad luck, baby. Don't wish you anything. I'm over here. That part. See, I know how to read a room. And when the room is not inviting, who Nina Simone once said, you have to learn to get up from the table if love is no longer being served. I'm over here. That part.